I am sick. And I am so happy about that because it means I did not have to go to work today. That is one of the most repeated statements or thoughts that you could possibly have. I am so happy that I'm sick because it means that I don't have to work today. Yes, it cost me over $100 being stuck at home today. And you know what? Worth it. I paid over $100 for a good day where I could do whatever I wanted to do. I try not to get too wrapped up in all the memes that you'll find on Instagram that your progressive friends will share, which are super well-intentioned, and I agree with a kernel of truth in them, that worker exploitation and the state of capitalism is just driving burnout and insanity and is completely unfair. I don't exactly disagree with that stuff, but I just kind of have to walk away from it because it just leads me to be frustrated and miserable with the world because it's a crummy system, but it's a system I sort of just have to play within right now. Maybe I'll be more of an anti-conformist later on and try to completely upheave the basic foundation of the working situation. I can't articulate my words very well in this regard. I'm also not the most educated in any of this stuff about the economy, about work law, about unionizing, anything like that. So keep in mind this is all coming from a dummy. I don't mind having to work, in principle. I don't mind having to work 40 hours a week in principle, even for somebody else doing something that doesn't necessarily fit my life vision, my life purpose. But that being said, you can definitely get sick of doing anything. You can definitely get run into the ground and burned out doing just about anything. Especially when you got other things going on in your life and work is taking up 40 hours of your week. Oh my gosh. Oh my goshness. It just feels like such a burden sometimes. It feels like this is that little nuisance in my week that I just have to indulge. And sometimes you just need a break. And I have just been moving. I was just moving. I did a whole lot of heavy lifting on my own. I've been buying things left and right to furnish my new apartment. And on top of that, I have an acting class where I got some scene work I'm working on. I have a couple personal projects I'm working on too. A lot of things just added up and I got sick. And I really do think, much like how I got COVID last summer, right after getting declined even just one day of vacation, I think it is my body's way of telling me, no, you need a break. Sometimes my body just needs a break. It reaches the breaking point. Sick day relief. The relief of having a sick day. I don't know the answer. I think that the sick day relief is a bit sad, and we should maybe reevaluate our day-to-day if getting sick is such a great time. And I don't know exactly what we can change, because at the end of the day, we are going to have things in our day-to-day that we don't love doing. We are going to just require a level of self-discipline and self-motivation. I think that some of these memes that are like complaining about the state of worker exploitation, I think sometimes the ones that I see are a couple short steps away from, well, why can't we just lie around and have a fulfilling life that way? I'm not trying to put words in people's mouths, but I do sense that sometimes. But I do think it is a problem when one of the best days that I've had in a couple weeks is one where I could not breathe through both of my nostrils at any given time. Or one where I needed to take capsules every 4 or 5 hours just to make sure that I wasn't sneezing left and right, and that this wasn't a 3D video where snot would be flying onto the screen. I don't know. always leaves me with a lot to reevaluate in my life. I mean, that's another great thing about a sick day, is that you get to lie around for a long time and just do nothing but think. And I hope that I'll come out of today with some good revelations. And I really do look forward to people saying, hey, we missed you while you were gone. Absence really does make the heart grow fonder, and it is sort of a false sense of self-value, but I'll take that falsity. It feels great.